Hi everyone and welcome to another Ken's Matchbox Car Revival. I'm Ken and this is my collection of used Matchbox cars. And today I'm deciding which one I'm going to revive. Got a few here to choose from. I think I'll go with this Jaguar number 28C. The Jag Mark 10. Here she is, waiting at the service station for her revival. Let's put her up on the stand and take a better look at her. Yep, that's the spot. All wheel with the bonnet up. Needs a lot of work. The windscreen, the paint, there's a lot of corrosion at the back, the toe ball, the wheels are very worn. I've had this one ever since I was a little kid. I only revive my own toys. I used to remember playing with this one of my favourite sandpit cars. First up, we'll remove that rivet and take a look inside. Easily done. That's the base plate off, and there's a lot of mess in there. A lot of years of fun. Broken suspension. She's been sitting down very low for quite a number of years. I'd say 50. Now it's time to bring out the windscreen. It's not in a good shape, this windscreen. Very fragile. We'll see what we can do with it though. And I broke part of it off. So I'm going to have to make the front windscreen with the little side windows, but I'll retain the major part of it. I'll use this plastic here to create the front windscreen. It's just an old plastic container. And this took me about 3 to 4 hours to perfect. Especially getting the little side windows correct. And the front windscreen is actually curved, goes out into the bonnet, so I had to take that into consideration as well. Anyway, let's get on with cleaning her up. The interior cleaned up pretty nice, and so did the broken suspension, so I'm going to use some plastic from this old distilled water bottle to help fill the void of the broken suspension, and I'll glue it together. Using some super glue or araldite. Now we'll get those wheels off. They're very worn. They wobble on the axle, they're that worn, because I played with this one for so long. And now we'll give them a nice clean up. There's 2 flat spots on 2 wheels. I must have done that, having fun. I'm not taking them out, I'll just leave them in. And they come up pretty nice, just with a clean up. Now it's time for spraying. I've got some copper paint that I've used for another model, so I thought I'll just use that one rather than try and mix something. But we'll put the paint stripper on. Not that there's much to take off, just for completeness. Now we'll wash it all off. Only uses about 250 ml of water. I just throw the water away and put the container in the bin, and we're done. That's what she looks like. A little bit of corrosion there I need to deal with. And I'm going to use an old compass from my school days just to remove those hard parts. And then I'll finish off with a wire brush. Now it's time for undercoating. I love this stage. Once you've undercoated it, you get a real nice sense of what the lines look like and the die cast of the model. This one has a lot of little surprises. 2 fuel tanks on the rear, a little aerial thing on the middle of the boot. A bit of roughness on the roof, that's my problem. Door handles, nice round bumpers. That corrosion seems to have taken care of itself. Now I'll apply the copper paint. Nice. It has 2 coats of copper and 2 coats of clear lacquer on top of that. The base is just gloss black. Well, here's the window being fitted. Still took me about 3 hours to find the right one, but it ended up working out quite nicely. Now I'm just touching up the motor with some nice chrome paint. And I do the dashboard as well. It didn't look right having the same colour car as the same colour of the dashboard, so I decided I'd put a bit of black there. I've chromed the rear bumper and I'm now putting a little bit of red on the taillights. The wheels have gone back on, the axles are back in, the base looks good, nice and straight. Now the suspension was a little bit bent, so I turn on my soldering iron so I get a nice steady heat source and I'll straighten it that way. Now I'm inserting the windscreen. Have a look at the side windows, which took the most time. And I'll back it up with the original glass. And there's the new windscreen and the little windows. Wow. That was hard work. Just putting it back together again. I've also fixed up the tow hook just with that soldering iron, just heated it up and put it back in the right spot. And we're done. That took about 4 hours all up. So here she was. I sat in my carry case for 50 years or more. And this is what she looks like now. About 4 hours work, 2 coats of paint and 2 coats of clear and a new windscreen. I already had the paint, so this one didn't cost me anything because I already had everything on hand. And now we're going to take her for a test drive on my Matchbox Steer N Go. And now, with the Caravan, I used to love playing with these two together. I've always had them as a pair. The Caravan's unrestored. And that's it. Well, thanks for watching. If you like it, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll have another video for you in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks for watching.